You know, I want to go for Entity because I really want to have a third game because we're both struggling and I feel like the pain is going to bring us closer together. But I think the Spirit draft is just better.
Yeah. I think Spirit too, because I have a king prawn curry in the kitchen calling to me. And if I wait any longer, like, in the cartoons where they just start to float up and, like, float away, I think that's going to happen. So, no. But seriously, I think Spirit looked in that last game, they looked just a little bit ahead in terms of quality of Entity. So if they carry that through into the if they are able to carry that through into the second game, get themselves in a good position, especially with how we've seen the Terrorblades play today. Yeah, okay, it was two 70-minute games, and I'm kind of keeping my fingers crossed that it's not a 70-minute game, but I think Spirit are in a really good position here to get a victory, guys. And if you think you know who's going to be able to take it, you can click the banner below, get yourself a free $15 bet, and get yourself just going into the series. But for now, we're going to see the invade coming through. It looks like there's going to be a couple of wards dropped here from Team Spirit as well as they move themselves through the dire triangle. But yeah, so collapse on the center, we talked about it at the end of the last game. It did put in potentially an MVP for performance. Yeah, Mirror took it, but I think collapse was on the same level as well. How do you then deal with the centaur? What entities plan to try and maybe shut this centaur down, do you think?
I feel like this game Collapse is gonna have a much harder time in lane. He's playing against a Monkey King, so he can't play as aggressively, and instead of playing with a tiny airlines in the positive sense, he's gonna be playing with a Mirana. So they still have some kill potential if he ever gets a hoof stomp into an arrow, but actually, the Mirana is bottom. He's playing with the Shadow Demon. Okay, I can see that working, but still, they have a lot less killing potential, and they need to be a lot more careful.
Okay, well, I mean, there's still the potential setup though with the disruption into the hoof stomp. I'm just and the shadow poisons as well. There's a lot of burst damage coming through shadow poisons into returns as well. Maybe potentially pick up a. Is this a lane where you think you'd maybe prioritize the retaliate against the Monkey King?
No, I don't think so. We saw it last game as well. Collapse just put a single point in for style points. I feel like you just miss out on so much killing power. And you don't want to be like farming creeps anyway. And if you do, you might as well do it with double edge because you're gonna buy a hood anyway.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, Fishman's already taken a lot of punishment going through from the Shadow Demon there as well. And he's got regen, he's got tangos, he can get himself back healthy. As Toby, he's kind of keeping his fingers crossed that this game goes way better than the last game. Because the last game, he started off all right. Not great, all right, but it just slowly went downhill until he was fully snowballing and there was just no way back up.
Yeah, poor Toby offlane. Good amount of damage coming out from the Mirana.
Yeah.
She does have really nice base damage and a good animation. And both the Razor as well as the Tiny don't have a lot of range.
Oh, the Mata comes out. Starstorm's going to be there now as well. Who did he go for? It looks like Katawami trying to room himself back behind the trees. And yeah, it's a really nice leap in from Mira there on the Mirana, but just wasn't able to get enough damage. I think they wanted the Starstorm to fall the other direction. Obviously, the Razor being the closest there as well, so they couldn't get it off. But Yutaro, he's thrown out the right-click damage. He's got that Metamorphosis for another. It's about 3/4 of the way through, so should be able to clean up this wave with it. A little bit of hero damage maybe before it wears off.
Yeah, some Terrorblades opt to wait for level 3 to use their meta. I think it was the right call here to try and go for the kill. No toss back from Kataomi just yet. Just an avalanche and a bit of damage. But look at the mid lane. 13 and 2 for Pongo. That's a pretty good score.
Yeah, and we're going to see Watson's stats here. 39 games, 56% win rate here on Watson's Monkey King. It's still pretty good. It still inspires confidence. It shows that he knows what he's doing on the hero. And maybe this time, Watson, he's going to have a little bit of a better game. It's Mira on the bottom lane, taking some harass. And like you say, mid lane, 15 last hits here to the 10 of the Invoker. I wonder what the Invoker's gone for Quaswex Exhort-wise.
It's Exhort.
Is it? Okay.
Which I think is a bit interesting because they don't have a lot of setup. I guess Entity is just too used to it.
Yeah.
They were playing Invoker when no one else was.
Yeah, and I mean, Mira, he's hanging around here. He's got to be careful, though, because he does have the 3 leap charges, but a good Avatos combo coming in, which Tiny only level 2, and he has a treat, so he's not going to be able to get both the Ava and the toss. Toby, though, still picks up first blood. Yutaro, from that plasma field, enough damage to get the kill, and maybe he wasn't expecting that. And mid lane as well, Mikey takes down the Bango.
Oh, goodness. This is what happens when you praise someone, right? They instantly die.
Caster's Curse. Immediate Caster's Curse. Yeah. Meanwhile, the top lane, Posh, going to be taking a lot of damage. There's going to be the kinetic field being dropped here. But the Monkey King Watson doesn't want to overextend. Doesn't want to get too caught out, especially with the damage that Collapse is putting out. 2 points there into the double edge. And Shadow Poison can do work on him as well. So Watson, yeah, he's not going to overcommit. He's just going to back himself away and look for a little bit more farm in the lane.
Yeah, I think he's waiting for his Q to come back up so he can lifesteal. Is he gonna go for it? No, he already... he still has 1 stack. You see this quite often on Monkey King because the lifesteal is way more efficient if you hit multiple heroes.
Yeah, and I mean, how's Terrorblade gonna... I can't say recover because he's still 3rd in terms of last hits, but how does he want to play around this lane when Toby keeps coming forward with the plasma field, being able to drain the damage? He's actually going to go for the Metamorphosis damage with the Starstorm now as well. Katawami, one more right click, the leap away. The tree toss, does he turn it around? He does. That's going to be a double kill in the lane, so that's how he turns it around.
Nice.
Even the tips coming out.
It was a really nice outplay there.
And so yeah, Mikey, he's gone for 1 point in both the Quas and the Wax, but yeah, building into the Exhort as well. So he has the full utility spread of his spells if he needs them. But for now, Meteor gets dropped as well, but Pango is going to try and shield crash through it. Probably shield crash the wrong way there, Lal, and Lal might be one more, right? No, the uphill miss. Does he have enough with the electricity damage though? It's not going to be enough. 20 health. If that uphill miss didn't, he would have got the kill.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Such as
Disruption though. Glimpse is going to come out. It still gets the Centaur stomp off. But yeah, Collapse is looking really down low. Miposhka, he gets the kill. Yeah, the 5 stacks come out. And now Collapse, he's trying to harass out onto Fishman as well.
Oh,
okay.
Mikey
Mikey with the map
dirty man. He gets the blind Sunstrike. That's beautiful. Okay, yeah. I have faith in Mikey Invoker now. It's
is that it? Is that all it takes? Okay,
yep.
Okay.
I'm a simple man to please, Rob.
Okay, fair enough. And guys, if you have faith as well, you can get a $15 free bet if you click the link below the stream. So make sure you get on that. But yeah, how's it looking? I mean, Yutaro in this bottom lane, only 6 minutes in, but he's having a decent time now as well. The net worth, Arrow's not going to hit and connect. Maybe, he doesn't have the Metamorphosis anyway. Still 46 seconds away from being able to pop that.
Mira being punched again, but every time Tiny comes close, he's going to eat his Starstorm to the face as well.
Yeah, how do you feel about, because the Mirana don't seem to focus building on the Arrow now. It does seem to be that the Starstorm is the primary spell at the minute for the Miranas. How much do you like that build-up?
I think it's quite nice because it's really efficient in terms of damage. As you can see, it's only 95 mana and it's a lot more damage than Arrow.
Yeah.
It's just really nice in the lane. Oh, Laurel.
Oh, mid lane. Laurel's trying to... No.
Oh, this feels like my pubs when I play mid.
Yeah, I usually win my pubs.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm Mikey.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. I was going to say, my mid lane, but again, I'm playing in the 2K bracket where I can just pick Sniper and just win mid lane, because nobody can deal with it. Meanwhile, top lane, Sunstrike's going to come out again. Miposhka taking a lot of damage here now as well. The tree toss, are they going to be able to get the kill? Katawami does take down Miposhka. There's going to be the glimpse back as well. Collapse gets a really nice stun off, but there's still going to be 3 heroes here with that Boundless Strike. Do they have enough damage to take him down? Collapse, he's just going to run himself away. Got those phase boots. He's got the giddy up to get out.
Yeah, Kataomi going for the body block there is always very difficult against heroes with phase boots.
So... what does Lol... I mean, you talked about him getting the benefit from the mid game and not really from that laning stage. But what does he really need to do in this lane stage? Is it just going to be rotations, maybe look for kills with the Roaring Thunder, or does he just need to tough it out a little bit more here, do you think?
I think a combination of both, but this is... Oh, that's a dead collapse. But this is what we spoke about with Pango, right? He gets completely crushed in lane, gets solo killed 3 times, and then you look at the net worth and he's like a little bit behind. It's
Yeah,
like,
he's only
whatever.
a little bit behind. Another rotation now as well. Mirror, Starstorm's going to fall as well. Mikey taking a lot of damage. Even going to be the Shadow Demon rotating in onto this with those Shadow Poisons. Wow. That was enough to get him right back behind the Invoker Katawomi. He might even be able to get something else out of this now as well. Does he have the mana to do it now as well? But Katawomi with a toss-up. Going to be taking, again, a lot of damage from the Starstorm. The Disruption, Mirror. He keeps him... No, the Balance Strike. It's going to connect on all 3. Can he get out of this now as well? Well, he's looking for the Swashbuckle. Maybe the Shield Crash comes out now as well. The Glimpse, but he's still got that Swashbuckle if he needs it. He's going to be able to create a little bit of distance here. But Lyle... still trying to get himself away. No more bottle charges. It's going to be the kinetic field. The damage. Is he going to be able to take Fishman down? Fishman will fall first, but Lal will still go down. Watson gets the kill. Leaves the lane open for collapse, but a good rotation. And Watson getting, what was that, 2 kills out of that?
Yeah, really nice rotation. Laurel wasn't like super far behind, but this definitely helps. Also in terms of XP, in terms of morale. It's just a very nice rotation.
Yeah, and Collapse. Centaur still wants... okay, shuffling his items. He does still want the blink. You know, he's going to be going towards that wand as well. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, how's Yutaro doing? Yutaro, 4.2k net worth. He's only about 600 behind the Invoker on a solo lane. And Yutaro, you know, he's having a good time here. Going straight towards that Dragonlance, it looks like.
Manta afterwards, nothing too special. And once again, this looks like a pretty darn good game for a Hurricane Pike at some point.
Yeah, and Disruptor, he's getting some stacks here, Fishman in the jungle. Maybe to help Watson out top lane, though. There is going to be the Wukong's command flying through. They don't actually get the kill onto Collapse. Moonlight Shadow has been used, and now the Swashbuckle coming through as well. Do they want to try and get on top of Watson? Rowan Thunder coming through from Lyle now as well. And Lyle, he might just be able to get the setup here. Starstorm onto Watson. Watson, can he get himself away from the Mischief? It's not going to be dodged off, and Lyle does secure the kill. Really good one for Collapse. You know, he took a lot of damage, backs himself out. Moonlight Shadow from Mirror to help save him, and then immediately just gets himself around the edge, waiting for that Wukong's command to fade off, and helps Lyle secure the kill.
This is the strength of the Pango. He's just so deadly in those side lanes.
Yeah, especially when you have things like the Arrow and the Stomp that can follow up after the Rolling Thunder gets that initial stun off. Oh, Fishman's even going to be seen here now as well. Mikey in the river. What can they do? Maposhka, does he get the disruption off? Mirror's waiting. He's waiting for a setup here. And Fishman... did he walk himself? He's going to drop the Static Storm as well as the Kinetic Field, but 3 heroes chasing him down. Yutaro, do they have the damage to take him down? That poison should be more than enough. Even the Leaps of Starstorm comes in, and Yutaro is going to be able to claim the kill from that. Stampede's going to be used. Up on the top lane, but Collapse. This time he is going to collapse as Watson gets a revenge kill.
I mean, that was a lot of space created by Fishman there. He forces out the meta. He makes sure that Team Spirit has to spend like 10 seconds chasing him. And at the same time, they kill center top, so worth it for Entity. It's a shame they lose the tier 1 mid though.
Yeah, it's a little bit rough. But, I mean, it's a lot more even. I mean, what did Entity get? 9 kills in the entirety of the last game? They're already up to 9 kills now.
Yeah, so far so good.
Meanwhile, Lal picks up another kill into Fishman. Oh, they find the stack as well. The Swashbuckle, the Shield Crash. They should be able to clean this one up and take it away. Yeah, so Fishman, he gives up his life, but he also gives up a stack. And Watson not going to be happy with this.
Yeah, that's a nice little influx.
So, bottom lane. I mean, there's 4 heroes. You know there's 4 heroes here, Toby. You've got to be so careful. Disruption comes in. Shadow Poison now as well. Going to be stacking up. Swashbuckle comes right on top of Toby. Even the Starstorm damage. Are they going to keep this over to Yutaro now again? Yutaro, Mikey gets the kill into Collapse once again. Toby can get himself away. The Storm, but the Rolling Thunder still continues to come through. The damage from the Shadow Poison. Maposhka picks it up. And now they might even be able to get themselves a Katawami out of this. Moonlight Shadow going to be used.
Ooh, I'm looking for the Sunstrike. Let's see. Oh, never mind.
Sunder? Okay. They do get a kill into Maposhka, but yeah, Lal gets sundered off the Terrorblade. And I suppose Terrorblade, he's got a decent amount of regen. I think he actually has the mask as well, so he's getting the lifesteal off as well.
And Collapse died in the top lane as well, but now Mikey is out of mana. Nice rotation by Laurel with his fresh Diffusal Blade.
Mikey's out of life. Yeah, and Lyle, like you said, good rotation, revealing that Diffusal as well. And they might even be able to take down this tier 1 tower on the top lane. Mira, how's he looking? Going towards... In fact, Mira
Probably
looks like he's going to be the
Greaves.
one to get the GG boots.
They're finally gonna get this tier 1 top.
Woohoo! Lyle picks it up. Shard or Blink first?
I think Blink, probably.
Yeah.
He got solo killed 3 times in lane, and now he's easily top net worth.
Yeah, he's having a great time here. Yutaro just looking for the rotation as well, just into the mid to find some extra farm. And I mean, Maposhka, this bottom lane, it's going to be left uncontested here as Toby finds his farm. 5th is that? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5th in the net worth here for Toby. So it's not awful. The Centaur this time isn't having as good a time from that lane. But really, all he needs is the blink. The blink in the hood. And he's pretty golden for the team fights.
I feel like at some point you also want to get a Force or a Yules.
Yeah.
Because you're really vulnerable to... what's it called? Media into Cold Snap. Even when you pop the ulti, you're still just gonna die to that every single time.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's not too far off the... He didn't finish it, so we saw last game, I think he finished the hood first before he went into the blink, but he's not had as good a time in this match, so he's just going to be going straight to the blink. Speaking of blinks, they're going to be able to blink right on top. Mira gets the kill onto Fishman. They might even go for more now as well. It is going to be an avalanche coming through from Katawami. Can they get the kill onto Mira? Mira's trying to run himself away from this one, but the Moonlight Shadow comes out, so he is going to be safe, protecting himself here now, and yeah, maybe not turning this one around. So they just group themselves up, and the damage enough to get the kill onto Fishman, but no follow-up there from anything else.
Still sticking around, but doesn't have Rolling Thunder, so kind of hard to get any kills.
Oh, Toby, he's going to be slowed down. I think he's been purged off as well as the poison coming through, but Watson... Oh no, the disruption right before the Balance Strike, and the Sunstrike is going to miss there as well. But Miposhka, can he get himself away from this? He's going to be tossed right back in and should be cleaned up. Watson will be able to do the job this time.
Yeah, no escape for him. Not every single time. So this is one downside of this Centaur build. You don't really farm neutrals that fast, especially because he doesn't have his hood. So he's gonna take a lot of damage.
Yeah, you can see that, again, lol.
Oop, another Sunstrike.
Map hacks. I'm calling map hacks.
I mean, they did have a ward, which is technically a map hack.
True, true. Oh, bottom lane. They might be able to take down Centaur.
Oh,
Again,
no.
the Static Storm comes out.
6
Kinetic
gold
Field.
for his blink.
Oh, that's rough, buddy.
Poor Collapse. The man just wants his dagger.
Yeah, Lal, though, continues to farm. Oh, they might be able to make a move on to Miposhka. There is going to be the Sunstrike coming out now as well. I think he got the disruption off. Lal going to be taking a lot of damage, though. He needs to get himself away from that one. Toby trying to stop the damage to Miposhka will still go down the rotation. And from Mira, does he want to try and throw the arrow out? I think he's got the stone to Toby. Yeah, well, is that Starstorm now as well? Going to be able to clean it up. Balance Strike, they might try and turn it around, but the Swashbuckle comes out. They might even be able to take down Watson. Watson, one more right click from anybody. The Spirit Vessel, is it going to be enough? Tries to get himself on top of the trees. He's still going to go down. Lal, Katawami, going to be picked off there as well. But Watson, he's surviving. How did he live through that? The Sunstrike Collapse might tank it here. He's looking towards getting on top of Fishman, but Fishman might just be able to get himself out. Yeah, run himself away on the Raptors. Still no blink. Like you say, I think it was coming in on the courier, so he wasn't able to close the gap.
That was a really nice mischief dodge by Watson. Dodging the shield crash. That's what made sure he survived. At the same time, Yutaro is just hitting creeps though. I think he's having a dandy old time here in this triangle.
Yeah, Dragonlance, he's already got the Manta Style now as well. Like I say, he's got the Possess Mask, so he's got the lifesteal, keeping himself sustained. And he's going... It looks like he's got the Hurricane Pike queued straight up, so he wants that fairly urgently. I guess with things like the Avalanche, with the entire kit of the Invoker, as well as the Wukong Summon, the quicker you can get yourself out of danger, the better.
And Collapse finally has his blink.
Woohoo!
I see what he can do with it. Pick up a bounty rune. Hell yes, Collapse. Keep it up.
Totally worth it. Yeah, and yeah, you can see, like say, Yataro, he's just looking for the farm. He's all around it, you know. He's top of the net worth. He's way ahead of the Monkey King, though. And this is the thing, that we see the entity want to get involved in the fights like as 4 as 5. Meanwhile, Yataro's just like, give me all the space you got. Seriously, let me farm for the next 7 minutes. You know, I'll come out of the jungle at 25 minutes with a couple more items, and Muscadi, maybe even the BKB, and then we'll just go wreck face.
Yep. Every time I hear a Sunstrike, I look at the hero bars and I'm expecting someone to die.
Yeah, and Miposhka, I mean, he's 2, 5, and 7. He's not had the impact that he would have liked, and I say impact, you know, not dying is still an impact. But you know, he's still looking towards the mid game that we saw him in the last game. The saves that he was pulling off were absolutely key. So maybe, you know, moving into when the 5v fights start, he might have a little bit more positive impact. But at the minute, he's still rotating around. You know, he's still creating space. He's still maybe causing the entity to look for TPs to expend more spells than they need to finish off a kill.
They could be trying to set something up on this bottom lane. They do have the Rolling Thunder, and Collapse is quite a juicy target.
Look at this, the heat map for Collapse coming out, all in the top lane. You know, he's only just started to move away from that, but that kind of shows he did the same thing in the last game, where he was trying to take control of it before, you know, he got the Blink Dagger, got the Hood, and it's just, it kind of, I think early on he did force the Monkey King out of lane. So
Mira is closing in on his Guardian Grief, so that's gonna be a big item for these mid-game team fights. I don't think anyone on Entity is building it, right?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. But who would you? Because I mean, Disrupted doesn't really get the gold for it. The Razor wants to go towards the Shard and the Bloodstone. Tiny wants the Blink as well. I don't know if he has the Blink just yet. So, you know, who would you really want to build the Guardian Greaves on the side of Entity?
Yeah, you don't really have anyone. I guess that is one downside of the lineup. And Razor in general.
Yeah. And he's got that self-sustain, you know, which is nice for him, but yeah, the team sustain is going to suffer for it.
The mech pot by Mira, just tanking a few tower shots, deal a bit more damage, and forcing the TPs.
Yeah, going to be able to, I mean, it means expanding the Moonlight Shadow and a couple of leaps, but 100% worth it to force out the TPs, what, from the Monkey King, as well as the Razor there, to try and do something about that top tier 2 tower push.
Ooh, and Skadi almost done for Yatoro. And this is, by all accounts, a pretty fine Terrorblade.
Yeah. 21 minutes in. Do you think he, do you think he waits for the BKB before he gets involved, or is this just it? Is this Skadi going to be the go signal here for Spirit?
I think so, yeah. What self-respecting Terrorblade waits for a BKB? Come on.
Okay. And yeah, Mira, he's looking to scout. He's throwing out some arrows just to see what he can find. Smoke is going to be coming through now as well. Lol, in the river. Collapse, he's actually going to be able to get the jump onto Fishman. Fishman, can he get himself away from this? As Collapse, he doesn't overextend. And again, he holds that Stampede. Quite good on just being able to do this as well. And Miposhka, oh, do they have enough damage to take Toby down? Toby is going to be able to get taken down here now as well. Miposhka gets a disruption. He's going to try and keep himself alive for a little bit longer. Status don't connect to field, though, right on top of him. So he is going to be killed off, though. This is still going to be a great cleanup for Spirit. And they might even go for a little bit more. They get an Illusion Rune here onto Collapse, who's going to be able to use that to push the lane. Yataro, he has the Metamorphosis is up. It's only about halfway through here, so Yataro is going to be able to move into the Roche pit, and they're going to be able to claim it. 3 heroes dead on the side of Entity. There's nothing that they can do here to try and contest into Spirit.
Yeah, really nice timing by Team Spirit. They get the Skadi, they instantly take a good fight right next to Roche, and now this TB is truly... Ooh. Oh, that was really close.
Yeah.
Not quite.
The Invoker just helping it on its way. Ooh, Cold Snap comes out, though. Mira's trying to try and get the leaps away. Throws that arrow. Does it connect? No, there's going to be the blink away from the Invoker. So this tier 2 tower, though. Guardian's Greaves comes out from Mira. Excuse me, just the mech. He's not got the recipe for the full Guardian's Greaves just yet flown out to him. But, yeah, what can he do? Going to be dragged back into a static. But lol, he just comes through. The Rolling Thunder's going to be there now. And Toby, he tries to get at least one kill. He is going to be able to take down the Mirana. And lol, he might just try and get himself away from this one. Because there is going to be the chase, but the rest of his team are close by. They do lose the Mirana. But it's not the end of the world. You see, okay, never mind. They get the balance strike. They kill off Mapochka there too.
Okay, some free kills for Entity. Team Spirit giving something back. That's very considerate.
Just sharing the wealth, yeah.
We haven't really seen anything of Watson for the past few minutes. Like, he wasn't in the last fight. But he does have a BKB, so I'm curious to know why he wasn't in the last fight. Because it seems to me like he's ready to fight.
Yeah, we'll see what else he wants to pick up here. But yeah, guys, if you want to get involved in this game, final game of the day, you can click the banner below the stream. You do get a $15 free bet if you are the a new customer. As Mikey just continues to push out the bottom lane. Toby, what's he got? He's got that Bloodstone, so he's got the Shard Bloodstone combo up. But the Skadi's up for the Terrorblade, which is going to go a long way to try and disrupt that Bloodstone for Toby.
Yeah. I mean, Yatoro and Toby are working together to make Razor look balanced.
Yeah, this is true. This is... and again, it's just one of those, the items that really deals with the Razor. So, does the Razor just need to keep its distance from Yatoro? Oh.
Yeah, yes, but also no. Because if you keep your distance, then what are you doing in fights?
True, true. Karaomi going to be chased down by the illusion. There's going to be the disruption coming through from the Shadow Demon as well. The poison comes out. He's going to be able to throw out the avalanche, but it's only going to be onto illusions. So Karaomi going to be able to get himself in the trees behind the tier 2. And Spirit maybe don't want to dive that far.
Yeah, maybe you just take the tier 1 first. Just an idea.
Yeah, maybe. And I mean, Terrorblade, he's still stacking up that damage. He's about 3k ahead of the Invoker, 5k ahead of the Monkey King. There's not going to be a lot he can... you know, if this fight breaks out, there's not going to be a lot that he can't stand up to here. With the Aegis, with the Manta Style, the Skadi for survivability there, as well as the Hurricane Pike. You know, what does Entity have to do to take down Yatoro?
I feel like they just need to kill the Shadow Demon and the Mirana. And then they can think about the TB.
Yeah, okay. Well, they're making a dive. In fact, they clean up onto the Disruptor inside of his own base on the high ground there. Really good jump coming up from Spirit to clean that kill.
Yeah, that was smooth. Just exactly the amount of damage that's needed. And once again, a Mirana is leading the hero damage.
Yeah. I mean, in the team fights, those Starstorms, low cooldowns on them, they start to stack up.
I wish my pub teammates would see that you can deal damage on Mirana without farming Aghanims in the jungle for 20 minutes.
Well, there you go. Anytime they complain, show them these VODs. Yeah, Mira, they're going to TP
play
down.
like Mira. It's easy.
Just play like a pro player. The arrow, it connects. You see the Monkey King now as well. He was scouting on top of the trees. They're going to be able to do the damage. Anything to cut that tree down. Starstorm, he's still on top. Can he get himself away? He's still going to be stunned up. BKB is going to be popped. The Wukong's command comes out now as well. He might try and turn this one around, but it looks like Collapse already outside of the Wukong's command. And now he's going to go for the TP. Anything to stop this? No. Yeah, no Quelling Blades to break the trees, unfortunately. So they couldn't get the Monkey King out to play. But still, they force out a BKB and a Wukong's command.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Watson had to commit that there, because now they already couldn't really fight because of the Aegis, but now they extra cannot fight.
Yeah. I mean, Aegis is going to be gone in the next, what, 30 seconds or so. So, what does the Terrorblade... I think he had the Butterfly queued up there.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a solid option. I wouldn't mind seeing a Satanic either, because I feel like he just needs to survive Invoker burst damage, and the Monkey King isn't really a problem yet. But then again, Butterfly also adds a lot of damage, so it's a good mix.
Yeah, and we'll see. I mean, Mikey, again, what's he going towards? He's got that BKB. He wants
getting
the
Octarine, it looks like.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's building towards the 8th lens. He's not too far away from it. Apparently has the Basher going towards the Scepter. What is it? Does he just go back for the Abyssal after the Scepter, or do you think there's something else that he might want here, Lo?
I think after the Aghanims, you have a lot of options. You could go for a Lincoln's, you could go for a BKB yourself. It's just mostly about having the Aghanims and the Basher.
Yeah. The Butterfly as well, nearly complete on the Terrorblade. Mirana, how is Mira looking here? Wants to go towards a Yule Scepter. Okay, and yeah, so this is just full utility Mirana, right? You know, nothing big, nothing flash, nothing fancy, but yeah, you still put out all of the damage.
Entity going for a play here. This would be an ideal target.
Oh, collapse. He's going to use a Stampede. Can he get them away from them? The Cold Snap will be coming through. There's going to be the Deafening Blast as well. But he might trade out Watson for that kill onto Collapse. The Force Staff comes forward. Watson, is he going to be able to get himself away from this one? The Meteors do get dropped. Fishman will fall here. And Mira with the leap forward, but it's not going to connect onto anyone with the Starstorm, as it looks like Yatoro, he was locked in by that kinetic field, by the Static Storm as well, but he does have that Butterfly up, going back towards an MKB here now as well. Aegis is down, but he's got the Metamorphosis, and he's just going to be doing damage, he looks like, trying to push down onto this tier 3 tower for as long as possible. Oh, Toby, you don't want to come into this. The arrow, it just misses him, but backlines, though, there is going to be the jump in. They take down Kataomi. Rolling Thunder from Lal as well. They're going to be doing damage to this tower, but they're going to be doing even more damage to the heroes, it looks like.
Yeah, that was a risky jump from Kataomi, even with the Sunstrike. Now meta is done, so I think this is probably the point where Team Spirit's gonna go back.
Yeah, just using the illusions from Yatoro to push in there, but they can back themselves away. The Aegis is gone, like you say, so they don't have to overcommit. They can just wait for... I mean, Centaur's even just pushing out that top lane. They did a decent amount of damage. He took down that tier 3 tower there on the bottom lane as well. And, like I say, not overcommitting. And what do you reckon? Wait for the next rush?
Oh god. I just got flashbacks, but probably yes. When Yatoro is getting a BKB, I like this. He had an MKB queued up, and I was like, I kind of want this game to end at some point, so having a BKB is quite nice.
Yeah. Lal's not too far off. His Monkey King's going to be... obviously, he saw the Butterfly there, so he does need to go towards that MKB. As Collapse gets that blink away, is he going to be away far enough, though, that it's done? Stampede comes out. He still gets caught by the Tornado, but that Stampede, not for him to escape, but for the rest of his team to catch up, was revealed on my key pops. His BKB Meteors are going to be dropped now as well. Do they have the damage to take him down? It's going to be the Wukong Sman on top of it now as well. But Yutaro, he tries. The Force Staff comes out. He's going to try and go, but the Kinetic Storm, the Static Field comes out as well. The damage isn't going to be able to take Yutaro down. Yutaro, the Force Staff, he's going to be able to get the Sunder. He's still alive. He can still go. There's going to be the Rolling Thunder coming through now as well. And Toby's going to get caught out. The arrow connects. Do they have enough damage with the damage coming through from all of these heroes in the river to get the kill? Watson, he's surviving. The Mischief damage is going to be enough. He gets the Force Staff up the cliff, but Mira, he's going to be able to jump up. Was that Storm? The Star Storm to fall, and Watson, he will fall now. Toby trying to get himself away, but Collapse. A Force Staff up the cliff. They change targets. They take down the Tiny as well. And it looks like Collapse, does he want to carry on going here? Doesn't catch anyone out. And yeah, 3 heroes will be away, but they lost Watson. 56 seconds dead, no buyback. A minute and a half before Roshan comes back up. But again, you could push through, maybe take down another tier 3 tower.
And keep in mind, that was a fight without the Metamorphosis.
Yeah.
So it was a melee Terrorblade.
Well, what's he going to do here? In fact, he's got the... I think it's the full BKB, I think, coming in. Yeah, the BKB as well. So, yeah, he's going to be way more powerful if they want to try and go here. But Static Link does come through. Kinetic Field going to be dropped. Meteors coming through as well. Mantis-Style as well as the Disruption. But he's still losing
no
155 damage. Yeah, and then he pops a Metamorphosis, and he's back up to 308 as they try and dive in on the backlines now as well. The Rolling Thunder comes in once again. They take down the Disruptor. Fortification, buyback from Fishman. Force Staff away, though. Yeah, the slowdown onto Yatoro. But they should still be able to turn around if they want to here now as well. And Toby has to be careful. The Skadi does come through. There's going to be the disruption. Again, Meteors are going to be dropped by Yatoro. Does he have the damage to take him down? Pops that BKB. Looks like he's going to be caught in place as well. So the Force Staff comes out from Toby. And Toby's going to be able to get himself away. Can't say the same thing here. As Mira does get taken down. The Wukong Command has been dropped. But Does Watson have enough to survive through this as well? You can see Yutaro, he's going for the right clicks. He's trying to take down Toby inside this connecting field. He gets the Sunder off again. He's going to be able to drop Watson again. The Starstorm comes up, completes the kill onto the Monkey King. And it looks like Spirit just absolutely running over this, just saying, this is our base now, and you have to fight us out of it, not the other way around. And that's going to be another kill. 3 heroes dead on the side of Entity. And what else can Spirit do here? Do they want to just try and go for another tier 3 tower after this? Buyback from Toby once again. Yutaro, how's he looking? Still 16 seconds until the Sunder. So he might just back himself away from this one. Again, the right clicks from Lyle. Going to be able to claim the kill onto Fishman, and Fishman is just dead and gone.
Every time I think Yutaro is dead, he finds a Sunder or someone disrupts him.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it.
He presses the R button. And the Sunder is back up as well, so he might be able to swap on with Toby. Maybe baiting Toby into a mistake. Yeah, he gets that 4-star forward. In fact, he's going to be able to take it on Mikey, and Mikey loses all of his health, and now they slow down to Toby, and that's just going to be GG well played. 29-20 at 33 minutes, but this fight is just never ending, and Spirit, they just run rampant over Team Entity.